forth its fruit in its season. And whose leaf does not wither, and in whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. And whose leaf does not wither, and in whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Now wait a minute, not so the wicked. Hallelujah. Oh, they are like the champ which the wind blowing away. It's blowing. Therefore the wicked shall not stand in the judgment. Nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord regardeth the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked shall perish. I just came here to tell you, I just came here to tell you, for the Lord regardeth the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked shall perish. Oh, yes, it will. Yes, it will. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, oh, no. It is in the law of the Lord, and in his law does he meditate both day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by streams of water. That's what I'm talking about. Bring it forth its fruit in its season, yeah.
As whose leaf doth not wither, and whatsoever he doeth, it shall prosper.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Now wait a minute. And whose leaf does not wither. Hallelujah. And in whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. I just want to testify. And whose leaf does not wither. Happy is the man. Whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. I just need to testify. Hey, hey, what the Most High has done for me. Oh, now wait a minute. And then whatsoever he doeth, hallelujah, shall prosper. Whoa. Oh. Hey, hey, I just need to testify. Wait a minute, I just want to testify.
All right. Welcome back. My name is Yamsuf Arif. I, along with my Isho Nasanya, the administrator of the show, to help facilitate these studies, and Brother Cartriel, our friend, our brother, your brother, and the elder and the elder on the council are here to bring these studies to you tonight, using lighting primarily wisdom and understanding. Praise the Most High. And I will begin the studies in the book of Job, chapter, let me get with it, chapter 35. Elihu condemns self-righteousness. And Brother Cottrell will conclude the studies in the book of Bereshit, which you call Genesis, chapter 11, the Tower of Babel. And also Shem's descendants. See, there's a lot of Shemitic nations, just not one nation that calls itself Shem. I don't know what the hell that is. That are pretending to be Shemitic. See, there's a lot of nations that are Shemitic. And Terah's descendants, which is Abraham's father, and so on and so forth. But I just want to share this tidbit of information before we get started. Now, introducing Cheyenne, Brother Cottrell. And I was pondering upon this subject matter. And I thought, why were they so intent on getting into our land, to degrade it, to undermine it, and so on and so forth? The Crusaders went there. The Romans went there. Everybody went into our land to undermine it. Why? Because even in our degraded state, with the Most High, our back, with the Most High turned against us, they knew it was something to that. Even in our degraded state, not all the tribes, simply just Yehuda, Benjamin, and the Levites were there. And even in that degraded state with the Most High back turned against us, it had a powerful effect. The Crusaders, I suspected, wanted that. The Romans, I suspected, wanted that. The Greeks, I suspected, wanted that control over nations. Not because of what was right, to dominate, control, mistreat, and abuse people. And so they had to come up with a plan, an elaborate plan in our degraded state. They had to connect with it. And by the connection with it, they brought out something new. And the Emperor Constantine, the Poland, it is said that his mother went to Jerusalem. And his mother went to Jerusalem, and there is the connection. They wanted that to control people, like the Most High had a greater control over us. Not the control it should have been, but they knew it was powerful. And these Romans, as they do today, and these Greek, as they do today, want to have that similar control. Not for the right reason, but for the wrong reason. Just like Nazism is concerned. Nazism, Nazis, are the same mindset. They want to control, not for the right reason, but for the wrong reason. And I suspected that this emperor, this Roman emperor, oh, these Israelites got something. I don't know what it is, but I want a part of it because I want to control people. And I can do it by virtue of so-called religion, which we are not a religion, but you got some others pretending to be religious. And thus constituted a new thing, a new way, a new plan. And the stealing of our ideas, virtually the Most High ideas, simply what it meant to be, and simply what it means to be a Israelite. And you see, there are still people there in our land that's not us. Our brother Esau and a whole derivative of Yaphites are there, pretending to be us. Because why we don't know this? Our enemy is not going to tell us the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help us, Yah. They're going to tell us what they want us to know, how they want us to know, and when they want us to know, and you better believe it. That's why a lot of us are people without vision. That's why our people have been reduced to monstrosity, because we don't know who we are, what we are, and certainly what we should. We want to pretend to be religious. We want to emulate our brother Esau. Even when we think we know the Most High, we want Esau to tell us how to interact and comport ourselves in a relationship with the Most High. And we want the Romans and the Greeks to tell us how to be religious. And some of us can't get away from it. We can't get away. We pretend to be that we love the Most High with all our heart, mind, souls, and strength. But we just don't get it because we're not utilizing wisdom and understanding. And we're letting our brothers, Esau, lead and mislead us. We're letting the Romans and the Greek continue to lead and mislead us due to the fact we don't love the Most High with all our heart, mind, souls, and strength, and our brothers and sisters as ourselves, and it's indicative of that fact. And we're not humble to the Most High. That's our problem. It always has been our problem as far as our ancients are concerned, and it's still our problem as far as our contemporaries are concerned. Praise the Most High and bless His holy name. And I want to thank the Most High for every aspect. Most importantly, I want to thank the Most High for wisdom and understanding. I want to thank the Most High for love and compassion, love for Him with all our heart, mind, soul, and strength, and love for our brothers and sisters, as I said, meaning that we got to learn to love ourselves. And most importantly, I want to ask and thank the Most High for a double dose of humility, because that's our strength. And not in beating our chest, it's in humbling ourselves. Moses understood that. Joshua understood that. King David understood that. Do you understand that? Praise the Most High and bless His holy name. We're not a religion, and we're not trying to emulate our brothers who are pretending to be us in our land. It's just that simple. Bless the Most High. Nasanya, may the Most High bless you, my love. Your mic is hot.
Thank you, Yamsu. Shalom, shalom, family. All praises to the Holy One of Israel. Happy to be back, ready to get into the studies. Just happy to be back. All praises, all praises.
Happy to have you back, Nasanya. All praises. Brother Katra, your mic is hot.
Shalom, shalom, family. Bless y'all, my soul, and all that's within me. Bless His holy name. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Holy One of Yisrael, the Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yisrael. Thanking Him for all things and everything. Thanking Him for another day to share His word, to study His word, and to be enlightened by what He has to say. Praise y'all.
Praise y'all. Well, Nasanya, if you're ready to proceed, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Brother Cottrell, are you ready to proceed?
No doubt.
I'm ready to proceed. Let's get with it. Chapter 35 of the book of Job, chapter 35. Elihu is making reference to being self-righteous. Self-righteousness ain't going to get you nowhere with the Most High. And so let us see what young Elihu has to say in this regard. Moreover, Elihu answered and said, do you think this is right? Speaking of Job, do you say my righteousness is more than yours? Your self-righteousness? He alluded to the fact that Job, you're being self-righteous. For you say, what advantage would it be to you if you were in the confines and regulations of the Most High righteousness? What advantage would it be to you? What profit shall I have more than if I had sinned? What's advantageous to have the righteousness of the Most High? And because my end result is what I see, Job. He's saying, Job, you're making a connection with what's going on in your physical life, and you're seeing as a result of what's going on. What's the point? And a lot of us said is that, what's the point? and me doing all these things according to the Most High. What's the point? I might well keep. That's what Nazi said. That's what Nazism, the mindset of a Nazi. Nazism. That's the mindset I suspect of those crusaders. That's the mindset I suspect by evidence of their actions, of the Greeks and Romans, and so on and so forth. That same mindset. What's the point? Let me do what I want to do and control everybody in doing it. And that's their mindset. The Nazis, the Romans, the Greeks. They simply want to be in control and do what they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it. So, and I'm saying this in contemporary times, but in ancient times, Elihu is alluding to the same fact. You're saying, well, I'm going through all this hell. It's pointless, so to speak. That's what he's saying to you. And you said, what advantage will it be to you? In verse 3, what shall I profit? I have more than if I had sinned. If I kept doing what I wanted, what's the difference? And a lot of us got that mindset today. And in verse 4, Elihu said, I will answer you and your companions with you, these other 3 older brothers. Look to the heavens and see, and behold the clouds. They are higher than you. If you sin, what do you accomplish against him? By you sinning, or by you doing what? How are you going to hurt Yah? How is that going to be advantageous for you to think you getting over Yah simply by doing wrong? That's crazy. Well, he's alluding to the fact that, yo, brother, you crazy. You lost your mind. If you said, I might well keep on doing the wrong things in life, if this is the end result. And he said, Elihu to him, if you sin, what do you accomplish against him? In verse 6. If your transgressions are multiplied, what do you do to him? Just because you keep sinning, how you hurting the Elohim when he didn't set the stage? He didn't set the whole stage of parameters. How you hurting Yah by constantly sinning? What you're saying is crazy. A lot of us have that same mindset. Let's keep. Why so advantageous? I'm poor. Universal white race supremacy, they run everything. I don't run nothing. I ain't got nothing. What they don't control or dominate is wisdom and understanding. No, they don't have everything. They don't have control of the Most High. So therein lies the in factor right there. Because you understand, this is physical life. Physical life is here today and gone tomorrow. And so Elihu is alluding to that fact. And in verse 7, if you are righteous, what do you give him? Well, how is that advantageous to Yah? Simply you being righteous. Or what does he receive from your hand as a result of you simply being self-righteous? He says in verse 8, your wickedness affects a man such as you, meaning by your actions, there will be a after effect. You will reap what you sow, so to speak. Is your righteousness a son of man? From a human perspective, self-righteousness. In verse 9, because of the multitude of oppression, they cry out. They cry out for help because of the arm of the Almighty. Meaning, you can't trust in men. You can't trust in the Nazis. You can't trust in the Romans. You can't trust in the Greeks. You can't trust in these United States of America in this universal captivity by the likes of Elon Musk and Donald Trump. And so you should be cognizant of the fact that the Creator created them too. They aren't anything special. And simply by you saying that you're righteous, self-righteous, it doesn't gain the Most High anything. You being self-righteous. And certainly in regards to Job, and certainly in regards to some of us too, simply being self-righteous. And in verse 10, no one says, We should be saying, where is Yah, my maker? That should be your whole focus, not Donald Trump, Elon Musk, the Romans, the Greeks, universal right race supremacies. But your focus, your thoughts should be, where is my, they didn't make anything. The Nazis didn't make anything. They created things, but they didn't make anything out of anything. Y'all made everything out of nothing. These people only use what the Most High made in order to do things dastardly and make weapons of war and so on and so forth and be cruel toward people. So your focuses shouldn't be on the Nazis of the world, the universal white race supremacists of the world, the Elon Musk of the world, the Donald Trump. But your mind should be, where is Yah, my maker? Who gives song in the night? Who make it sing in the nighttime? In verse 11, who teaches us more than the beast of the earth? No one else can teach us anything but Yah. And make us wiser than the birds of the air. Who can do that? Donald Trump can't do that. Elon Musk can't do that. Universal white race supremacy can't do it. The Nazis couldn't do it. The Romans couldn't do it. The Greeks couldn't do it, but Yah certainly can. And that's what Elihu is alluding to as far as Job is concerned. And in verse 12, there they cry out, but he does not answer. Why? Why does Yah not answer us? He's making reference to Job in this factor, but this is not the case of Job in this factor. This is the case of some of us in the universe in this factor because of the pride of evil men. That's why they can't cry to Yah. That's why some of us can't cry to Yah, because of the pride of evil men. And that's not the case in point with Job, but that is the case in point with some of us, contemporarily speaking, and even in ancient times. In verse 13, surely Yah will not listen to empty talk. You got to have something more than simply talk. Nor will the Almighty regard it if you simply all lip service. In verse 14, although you said you do not see him, yet justice is before him, and you must wait for him. So you saying you don't see Yah because of virtue of what is happening to you. Yet, in fact, Elihu says, yet justice is before him, Yah. You must wait on him. In verse 15. And now because he has not punished in his anger, nor taking much notice of folly, therefore Job opens his mouth in vain and multiplies the word without knowledge. Job don't understand. That's what he's saying. Job, you don't understand. And he says, reason why you don't understand in verse 50, and now because he is not punished in anger, he's not punished you in the state of anger, and nor has he taken notice of folly, if there's any in your regard. In verse 16, therefore Job, Elihu says that, opens his mouth in vain. You uses a whole lot of talk, Job. You don't really know Yah. And you multiply words without knowledge. You have a vast reservoir of words, but you don't have any wisdom and understanding. Case in point, that would be correct if it was some of us. That would be correct if it was some of our ancients. That would be correct if it was some of our enemies. In the case of the above mentioned, I just mentioned, the Nazis, universal white race supremacy, the Crusaders, the Romans, and the Greeks. Because these people are evil people. That would be applicable if there were dead people, those people of the above mentioned, but certainly not in regard to Job. And I always use the background for that as Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8. Elihu don't really know what's going on. His friends, Eliphaz, Baldad, Zophar, don't really know what's going on. And certainly, Job don't really know what's going on, because y'all don't have a hotline to anyone, not even Yom Suf Ari. I don't know nothing. What I know is what the Most High shares with me, and that's what I share with you. Praise the Most High. Nasanya, May the Most High bless you, my love. Your mic is hot. Any comments or commentaries?
Oh, no, none today. Well put. Well put. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Praise the Most High. Brother Cartier, your mic is hot.
All praise to the Most High for another great lesson in the book of Job. But we know that Eli, what's the young brother name?
Eli who?
Eli who? Eli what? Eli who?
Eli who, Brother Cartier? Eli who?
Yeah, this brother, he's pontificating. And the last thing that he says, he multiplies words without knowledge. That's basically what he's doing.
Exactly.
All these words, he ain't really saying nothing.
Exactly.
Praise y'all.
Praise the Most High. Thank you, Brother Cartier. Thank you, Nasan, and thank you, fellow students. Brother Cartier is about to proceed to the last segment of study for the night in the book of Bereshit, whom you call Genesis, chapter 11, the Tower of Babel, babbling. And along with that, Shem's descendants and Terah's descendants. Praise the Most High. Brother Cartier, your mic is hot.
All praise to the Holy One of Israel for our great prophet, the prophet Moshe, who gives us the genealogy and the history of mankind after the flood. So what happened after the flood? After Yah destroyed mankind for his wickedness and his evil, they went right back to being evil again. It says in the 11th chapter of the book of Bereshit, now the whole earth had one language and one speech. And it came to pass. And what was that language? I wonder. Because all these people got Hebrew names. So I guess the original language that people spoke was Hebrew. And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar. And they dwelt there. Then they said one to another, come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly. They had brick for stone and they had asphalt for mortar. And they said, come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower whose top is in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth. So they wanted to stay together after the flood as one people. And their mindset was to build a tower into the heavens. Kind of like Christianity. How people want to go to heaven, not realizing that there's more than one.
Praise the Most High, Brother Cartier.
But these people literally took it literally and figuratively. They wanted to build this tower into the heavens.
They're still trying to build towers up in the heaven, Brother Cartier, by way of rocket ships.
Oh, that ain't no tower. They went beyond the bricks and the mortar. Come on, Mike.
Jet propulsion, brother. Jet propulsion.
Yes, sir. You think y'all was pleased with that back then and what they doing now?
I don't think so, brother.
Okay.
Based upon the evidence, I don't think so.
So it says in the 5th verse that Yah came down to see the city and the tower which the sons of men have built. Okay, I'm gonna check y'all out. And Yah said, indeed, the people are one, and they all have one language. And we talking about the descendants of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. They was united. They spoke one language. And this is what they began to do. Now, nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them. Meaning in that oneness, that one mindset that they had, they could achieve anything that they put their mind to do.
One world order, Brother Catriel.
Yeah.
It still ain't stopped. One world order.
Well, actually, the one world order, Yam Suf, is what they're trying to get back to. What Nimrod did. Have people under one government, one religion, one purpose, one aim, because they know what this verse says.
Brother, that's a great uses of wisdom and understanding. Praise the Most High.
Yes. In 7th verse, it says, come, let us go down there and confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. This is how we became various nations. This guy's starting to speak Chinese. This guy's starting to speak Japanese. I don't understand either one of them. We can't work together. So Yah scattered them abroad from there over the face of all the earth, which is they didn't want to do. They wanted to stay together because they didn't want to be scattered over all the face of the earth. And they ceased building the city. Therefore, its name is called Babel. And what does Babel mean?
Babbling.
Confusion.
Right.
That's where you get babbling from. Somebody that's babbling, you don't understand what they're saying, right?
Exactly.
And it's funny because now they got a language program. You can learn French, Spanish, German,
Babel.
you can learn Hebrew, Greek on a system they got today. Look it up. The system is called Babel. You heard of Babel?
Yes.
Where you can learn
I
language.
have it. I actually have it down. Yes.
Have Babel. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah, Babel. But you see where they get it from, because this is where the languages come from.
Exactly.
Because there, y'all confuse the language of all the earth. And from there, y'all scattered them abroad over all the face of the earth. Praise Yah. Because they didn't need to be challenging Yah. And they don't need to be challenging Yah now in a one-world order. Y'all gonna bring about a one-world order, but it ain't gonna be to their liking.
Praise the Most High, Brother Cartel.
It goes on to say in the 10th verse that this is the genealogy of Shem, our father. Shem was 100 years old, and he begot Arpachshad 2 years after the flood. After he begot Arpachshad, Shem lived 500 years and begot sons and daughters. Arpachshad lived 35 years and begot Selah. After he begot Selah, Arpachshad lived 403 years and begot sons and daughters. We wish we lived that long today. Selah lived 30 years and begot Eber. After he begot Eber, Salah lived 403 years and begot sons and daughters. Eber lived 34 years and begot Peleg. After he begot Peleg, Eber lived 430 years and begot sons and daughters. Peleg lived 30 years and begot Reu. After he begot Reu, Peleg lived 209 years and begot sons and daughters. He didn't need no Viagra. Reu lived 32 years and begot Serug. After he begot Serug, Reu lived 207 years and begot sons and daughters. They're repopulating the earth after the flood. Serug lived 30 years and begot Nahor. After he begot Nahor, Serug lived 200 years and begot sons and daughters. Nahor lived 29 years and begot Terah. After he begot Terah, Nahor lived 119 years and begot sons and daughters. Now Terah lived 70 years and begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. This is the genealogy of Terah. Terah begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Haran begot Lot, and Haran died before his father Terah in his native land of Ur of the Chaldeans. Then Abraham and Nahor took wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Iscah. But Sarai was barren. She had no child. And Sarah took his son Abram and his grandson Lot, the son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, his son Abram's wife, and they went out with them from Ur of the Chaldeans to go into the land of Canaan. And they came to Haran and dwelt there. So the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. All praise to the Holy One of Israel, because Yah is narrowing it down to the family of the Israelites. And he's focusing in on our father Abraham's family, coming through the line and genealogy of Shem. All praise to the Holy One of Israel. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Brother Cartrell. Thank you, fellow students. I think that was self-explanatory. I need not elaborate on any further. But I want to ask my Esau, Lasagna, do you have any comments on a commentary in any regard of said subject matter?
Question, which is probably verse 7. when y'all said let us go down. Once again, this wisdom again.
Brother Cottrell?
Is that wisdom again? Come, let us go down in there and confuse their languages. Well, we know the host of heaven exists, right?
Correct.
The Elohim, the angels, and wisdom. So he could have been talking to everybody that was up there with him.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Thank you. Brother Cottrell.
Yes.
Aisha told me the other day I was negligent, that I wasn't asking you for any closing remarks and comments, and I do stand corrected. So I want to ask you, Brother Cottrell, do you have any comments or commentaries in regard of said subject matter you just shared with us?
Just the fact that Nimrod, who built the Tower of Babel, was a black man. He was the first world dictator, and they try to keep that hidden. But his system is what they're trying to get back to. And most nations have organized themselves after what Nimrod began to do when he began to build. So we never hear them give credit to Nimrod as being the one who brought civilization to the world, governmental structure and order, things of that nature to the world, writing, mathematics, and all that kind of stuff. It was Nimrod. But the fact that he comes from Ham is the reason they don't give him credit. But what he did is what they're trying to get back to. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Thank you, Brother Cottrell. Thank you, fellow students. Thank you, Nasanya. Nasanya has done her job, daughter of Zion, her due diligence by helping provide and administer these studies each night. Brother Cottrell and I, we've done our due diligence and more obligation as elders, as all elders should do, as all daughters of Zion should do. Help administrate the studies of the nation, as the case in point of Nasanya. It's not incumbent upon Nasanya and Brother Cottrell and I, it's incumbent upon all of us, each of us. And we hope that we've met the Most High's expectation as far as these studies are concerned. Now, it's incumbent upon each of you to do something for yourselves in that regard, which is trust in wisdom and understanding. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of it. That's your admission fee. Also, trust in the Most High Word. Meditate on the Most High Word. Rely on the Most High Word. Grasp the Most High Word. Hold on to it. And most importantly, utilize it. Test it. Activate it. You see, the Most High Word is going to work for us, in spite of us, and irregardless of us, universally speaking. But for each of us personally, it works for each of us. As I mentioned the above mention of the usage of it, it works only for you if you work it. Praise the Most High and bless His holy name. So now we're asking Nasanya to make her closing remarks and her comments. Then I'll ask Brother Cottrell to make his closing remarks and her comments. And Brother Cottrell to close us out for the night. Praise the Most High. Nasanya, you have the mic.
Shalom and good night, family.
Short, quick, and sweet. Shalom, Isha. Brother Cottrell, you have the mic.
Yes, sir. Giving thanks and praise once again to the Holy One of Israel for the opportunity to share His word with the world, to learn from it. Thanking Him once again for these opportunities. Love Yah Yisrael. Shalom and good night.
Shalom and good night.
Gentile defeaters. Let your love shine, 'cause it's so divine. Come now, my Father, and lead us. Hey, it's been too long, Jehovah. Hey, please send us home, Jehovah. Don't let the heathen defeat us. Let not the Gentile defeat us. Let your love shine, 'cause it's so divine. Come now, my Father, and lead us. Hey, Hey,